Okay, whatever. This will work. This will be fine. This will work better anyway.
Do you want one of us to grab something different?
You're wearing the wrong cover.
Should...
what's your weight at?
Aquaman, who do you want carrying the AR?
68.
Let me get Shugs on AR.
What's that in kilograms?
Copy. Go get it done.
30.9.
30.9. Can you grab a law?
Well, absolutely.
Hey McDonald, go ahead and grab
Used to
the
Bravo
AT4.
counties 41 too much. I'm ready to cut it up, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, baby. Machine gun time. Shake and bake.
The law doesn't show with the rocket, or it does?
Once you pull it out, you gotta hit the R key.
Alright, you guys are
Long
gonna
tab extra
need,
Gotcha.
so,
Yeah.
critical equipment, you're gonna need AT4s, you're gonna need lots of ammo, and you're gonna need grenades, and smoke grenades, and 203 grenades, and 203 smokes.
Bravo has 2 laws and an AT4.
Copy. You got any smokes for your grenadier?
I'm carrying 6.
Hand smokes?
I got
Got
6 hand smoke and 6 320.
Got 4
Sure.
and 4. For
Cool.
hand and 230 or whatever it is.
Bump that up to 6 and 6.
Copy.
Alright, so Hughes and Aquaman.
So I'm at 36 with just 2 extra belts.
Yo.
Where's that done?
35.
Relation here.
Might take another round or two.
Kind of here, gaggle, whatever. Just pay attention, be quiet if you're getting shit at the box. Alright, so if you look at your map in the west side of the map, you'll see a big box, AO keep the peace. So basically what went down was at Purple Warrior, there's a raid that happened on some civilians, and we believe that the enemy is at Pretty Pony. We have not been in this area yet, so 7th Cavalry has been tasked to recon the area, and once the recon has been, we could basically be patrolling all the way up to Pretty Pony, and once we get to Phase Line 4, we'll head to our OP and deem if there's any hostile threat there and whatnot. We got Bandit 1 going kind of the west side. We're kind of taking the northwest. Everyone's kind of moving around with their RP. So we got Misfit 1, we got Misfit 2, we got Misfit 3, and Bandit 1. We have mortar support by Havoc 2. We don't know what to expect, so keep your weapons up, or your eyes peeled, I should say, rather. And yeah, so once we hit to LZ Charlie Brown, we're gonna head to our Misfit 1 location, and then we're gonna head to RP Alpha. We're gonna check in once we pass Phase Line 2 with Command, and then we're gonna head to RP Tango, and then we're gonna check in again at Phase Line 3, and we're gonna head to RP Mike, and then check in again at Phase Line 4, and head to our OP. Reason why we're going to check in is because if any one of these need to break contact or whatever, Command knows exactly kind of where that squad is and where the contact is, whether it be from Misfit 3, Misfit 2, etc. The enemy force is the frickin' whatever you want to call it. Ackerman can go because he makes fun of me every time I say it.
Boko Haram.
There we go.
Boko Haram.
And other than that, it's pretty easy. I would expect lots of contact because we really don't know, so we'll prepare for the worst and hope for the best. Any questions?
Are there any civilians in the AO that we're worried about?
No civilians after Purple Warrior, but Havoc 2 will be dealing with those civilians and trying to figure out what's going on and giving medical aid with whatever while setting up the mortars.
Is there any mines that we should be worrying about, or IEDs?
Unconfirmed, but low or we'll go yellow. Yeah.
Okay. And does the enemy have mortars?
Enemy does not have mortar capability. It's basically just insurgents trying to terrorize the local people
Copy that.
So
for their
bronies.
yeah. So they'll have AKs and maybe some RPGs, but mostly just AKs and light machine guns. Any other questions? I was going to give you all the grid references to all the RPs, but for the guys that have micro daggers, you can just program it. Should I go down or anything like that, just keep on pushing through unless you come across any overwhelming forces, and then we'll break contact. So, without further ado, how many people know the types of bounds that you can do?
I do.
Yeah.
Anyone besides Wolfman and Tucker and
I do.
Hughes and Doc?
I do.
Sugar does.
Shoot.
There's direct bound and alternating bounding.
Awesome. Can you explain those?
Direct bound means you're going to pick a point and you're going to bound directly to that point. Alternating bounding is going to be that you'll have two teams alternating bounding over each other while the other provides overwatch.
Yeah, so it's also called successive and alternating.
Successive.
So we'll probably use both methods depending on the situation, but successive, you want to use successive for breaking contact. That way you always have a line of fire, and when you're breaking contact, so for instance, Alpha Team gets in contact, they're on point, he calls up in contact, blah blah blah, I'll come up, assess the situation. What's the first thing we do when we get in contact? What do we want to do?
Establish fire superiority.
Exactly. So then Bravo comes online with Alpha Team, and they start pumping out rounds depending on the fire rate or what we're dealing with. Should we come to need break contact, Alpha Team is gonna, or the squad lead will say break contact. Alpha Team is gonna send two members back, say 15 to 10 meters. Once they're set, they'll radio to Alpha Team. Set. Then Alpha Team will then shift the other two members back to their location, while Bravo Team, their whole team, is still up on that side. And when Alpha Team is set, they will call for Bravos to break contact as well, and then Bravo Team will send two members back and then two members back, and then it just works vice versa. You can do that successive or alternate. Alternate, you go where the other team moves back past Alpha Team. But this way you have a shorter period of movement, but lots of rounds going downrange. You also want to try and smoke the enemy's position with 203s. That way you can mask your movement better than just throwing smoke in front of you. And when you're breaking contact, imagine that there is a line that's running straight down the middle. So Alpha Team is going to break contact to, say, the south side, but you want to kind of leave an area at 180 direct south. You want to have that open, so when Bravo Team's coming, they're not going to get in your line of fire. You basically want to try and stick imaginary line to space it out a little bit. That way, when two members are crossing and etc., you're not running into other bullets of friendly fire. So basically, you're setting up a crossfire. You have one Bravo Team's kind of shooting a little bit to the northwest, and Alpha Team is shooting to the northeast at the contact.
Hey Schmidt, question.
Yo.
So, essentially, like, the reason you only have two members bound backwards is because you want to maintain that crossfire, is what you're doing?
Yeah, you want to keep the fire superiority up. So, depending on the situation. That way you're not leaving everyone high and dry, and it keeps basically suppression, right? So, the enemy can not poke out their hands. It's normally the team lead and the grenadier leaves first, and then the AR and a rifleman usually leave second. You can do it however, but that way the rifleman, when you're moving, the AR can make up for the slack of losing that firepower, and then when you need to move, you have those riflemen to cover you while Bravo team's still on a full-on suppression.
Question.
And then you suppress for them. Yes.
Is this going to be a new SOP? Because I have never seen it done this way.
Same, but it's interesting.
It's I don't know. I was just doing a lot of research on it, and it makes the most sense to me. You can also do it where you have one team leave and then you have the other team leave. But I found that you leave a lot of, that's where a lot of people die, is when everyone packs up and leaves.
Wasn't
And
that what the other team is for, is to sustain that fire?
yeah, you can do it two ways. Like I said, you can do it with two people leaving. It's just control, easier for you to control.
So what would you say, like, to let us know that you only want 2 people out of our team to move?
Well, that would be up to the fire
Situation.
team leader.
Yeah, it'd be up to fire team leads and
Oh,
situation.
okay.
So basically, say you come up with a bunker or something and you want sustained cyclate fire. Are you going to leave 2 guys to keep the suppression up to maintain that fire superiority, to let your 2 guys leave, and then you have your AR close to the fight, and then when you have your 2 riflemen, they can still pop smoke GL or whatever, and then allow the other team or the other guys to move back, say 10 meters, and then you still got Bravo team so they can continue the suppression. It's basically situation. Like if you're coming up against light contact and you just want to leave the area, you can all just pack up and leave as a fire team. But it's just to handle your rates of fire and maximizing your fire superiority.
Makes sense to me.
And it's a little easier for the team to maneuver and your FTLs to know where you are. So, yeah, any other questions?
I'm probably going to take that one back to my unit. I'm a fire team leader for first squad, Bravo.
Nice. I like
Platoon.
doing with I like moving with 2 people because it just makes everything. I feel it's more fluent and it's moving battle buddies, and that way you can tell who gets wounded, who's not, how to handle that, etc. But you just want to make sure like your Bravo team's not crossing. So say Alpha team's online and you're online, you got guys when they're retreating, they're not going this way towards Alpha team, they're going straight back.
So this is something, I mean, just an observation in theory, this is something we're going to want to use when we have a lot of control in the situation, probably, right? Because otherwise it'll take us, I mean, it's going to take us twice as long to bound back.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, if you're in a situation where you want to keep their heads down and get out of the area, it's going to take longer, but at least you're probably going to have more, your survivability is probably going to go up more because you're only moving 10 meters, 15 meters back. It's a slow movement, but lots of firepower to the front. Whereas if you lose, for instance, you have one team lose, one team can't make up for 2 fire teams worth of firepower. So it's just a slower movement, break contact for a heavier contact. That's all. Like AKA a bunker or something, or something that's going to lay down massive suppression fire on your squad. You want to be able to suppress them. So that's the easiest way to do it. To me, it's slow movement, but your survivability, I find, would probably be higher up versus just one team packing up, another team packing up. And then the other one is alternate, where you go like 10 meters past Alpha team, wherever they deem. So Alpha team packs up, leaves, goes 15 to 20 meters back, and then Bravo team goes back to, say, 40 meters back past Alpha. I feel like you lose a lot of fire superiority in that movement transition. But it all depends on terrain, and there are lots of variables. So yeah, without further ado, you got Tucker here, who's going to be running OT4. He should know, I haven't told him where, but he can stick with the squad for now as we're moving, and then I'll just teleport him into an area, and he can adjust. So he'll be kind of a local informant for a while. Alrighty, so stand by for teleport.
No cheating, you dirty freaking insider.
Love you, Poo Poo.
Oh, so we're not actually flying? That's a bummer.
Do you see any fly boys in the server?
Hey, you never know, man. He could fly himself. He's done that before.
Honestly, I could probably fly us too. It's the landing that I'd have a hard part with.
Well, we're airborne. Man. We just have to
360.
jump out. You don't
Bravo
have to
team,
Yeah,
hit security
exactly.
south and north facing west.
South north facing west.
Alpha East.
Got north northwest.
Got direct west.
Back northeast.
Well, fine, leave me behind.
Wolf, and you're gonna be my battle buddy. Otel and Gordon, you guys are a buddy team.
Hello.
Gordon, you're 2 IC.
Say again.
Shugs, you're 2 IC.
Gordon, you said you're second in command.
Oh, sweet. It's a terrible idea. I love this.
Alright, Alpha, you're on point. Take us to Misfit 1.
Copy that. Alpha, wedge, heavy left. Moving north or southwest.
Okay, southwest starts.
Wedge heavy
southwest.
Moving southwest.
Bravo, we're gonna be falling in the rear. Wedge heavy right.
Wedge heavy right.
Wedge heavy right.
Wedge heavy right.
Bravo, let's move.
Bravo moving. Short halt.
Actual, this is Alpha. Be advised, we got a clearing up here. We're gonna approach the tree line and just make sure it's clear.
Northwest.
Copy that.
Bravo, we're moving.
Bravo moving.
Bravo, we're moving.
Keep saying let's go. Bravo, fall into a column.
Bravo column.
Short halt.
Short hold.
Short halt.
Covering north.
Covering
Got
south.
east.
We're moving.
Moving.
Bravo Oscar Mike.
I love the echo.
Actual Alpha approaching RP Alpha. Copy that.
Spacing. Short halt.
Short hold.
Actual Alpha at RP
East.
Alpha, but there's a clearing right there, so.
Copy, we'll do a long halt, so get your spacing through 60.
Right. Bravo, fall in line on me. Facing east, north to south.
Line north to south.
Get a trench line. Gordon, get a trench right over here, facing southeast.
Trench southeast, got it.
You got north, dude?
Copy that. Yeah, I'm gonna get a trench down
I got
for
it.
you.
I got it like northeast.
Yep, I got a trench for you. You got
Copy,
it?
covering.
Okay.
Trench up.
There you go. Bravo's all set up, Schmidt.
Actual Alpha, we're dug in.
Copy.
Contact northeast.
I was hearing shots south. You guys okay?
Bravo, check in.
Alpha, how you doing?
I heard south as well. I'm up.
You guys heard south?
Yeah, I heard
Bravo,
south.
go and investigate.
Alright, Bravo on
Alpha,
me.
hold security.
Bravo
On you.
line on me.
Line.
Guns up. Moving southwest.
Spacing.
15 meter spacing. Guns
Copy.
up.
15.
Advance forward. Got one body here.
Alpha, shift to support Bravo to the south.
Gordon set up on that tree.
Copy that. Alpha shifting to support Bravo to the south. Actual Bravo.
This is actual send message.
We got 1 times KA up on the hill, not seeing anything else.
Copy that. Just do a quick patrol.
Just realized my mic
And
was
there.
off, and so you weren't hearing me tell you all the information.
Sorry.
My son came up and started talking to me, so I turned it off real quick.
Move 50 meters where that enemy contact was.
Copy that.
Guns up.
Guns up.
Get the line along this ridge, walking southwest. Southwest line? Yep. Stay on line. South, southwest. Wolfman on me.
Covering south.
Set up
On you.
southeast.
Got audibles on shots from northwest. No visual. Contact southwest.
Alpha team, hold position. Bravo team, hold position. Alpha team, push that contact. Bravo team, shift fire.
Alpha team copies pushing.
Shift fire, Bravo. Keep Alpha covered. They're gonna clear out the contact. Hotel, you good?
Binging now. Give me a second.
Hotel, you alright?
Copy that. Yep, I'm bandaging your leg.
Weapon up.
I have visual on enemy
Actual
corpse.
Exact, SMS.
We got 3 green, 1 yellow.
I got
Patching
some.
up now.
Pretty sure I knocked out
Copy.
like 3 to 4 guys. Not seeing it.
Actual Alpha, 1 times KA confirmed.
Copy that. Alpha Bravo, once Alpha Team clears all contact, Alpha Team rally up on me, and once Alpha Team passes you, fall back to my position there, Bravo.
Actual covering. I'm kind of overwatching our team to the front. I got nothing covering my left at the moment.
I'm pushing your left.
Copy that.
I also have Overwatch on our team.
Okay, I'm mostly back in. Bandaging's good. haven't, but other than that, I'm online.
I think I got some. Let me bring it to you, Hotel.
Say again, Gordon?
So I think I have some. Let me hit you with it.
Thought I saw some
Hit me.
movement, maybe.
Oh, I don't have any either. What's up with this? I thought
It's
I grabbed
not my
some.
standard loadout.
Yeah, I don't think it's in mine either.
Hotel. Or Gordon, sorry. Set up
Yep.
right over there, watch east.
Copy.
Actual Alpha, we're at Bravo.
Copy that. Rally up on my position.
Friendly.
Friendlies from the west.
Friendly.
Friendly
Come on
from
in.
the west.
It's where you guys were holding up before. RP Alpha.
Copy that.
Affirm, move it to RP Alpha.
Call Bravo on me. Pull him back.
Call him.
On you.
Bravo on Hughes.
Ooh, yep, my leg is hurt. I'm not gonna be walking very fast.
We got one immobilized.
Bravo, what's your status on your yellow?
Keep moving, Gordon and Wolfman.
Copy.
Copy, moving.
Head to RP Alpha direct.
South.
Actual Wolfman. Got one yellow casualty back there who's immobilized. Gordon, if you want to cover northeast, I'll cover the open kind of area to our north-ish.
Copy.
Yep. Guys, spread it out like 20 meters to the north. Get online, watching west to east.
Copy.
Who's wounded?
Hotel. He's right here.
Toe. Is he broken legs or?
Broken leg, broken.
Copy.
Hey, Hughes, what'd you say last order?
Get on that tree over there. Toward north.
Visual sucks.
Alright, Bravo, give a quick ace report.
Gordon Green.
Hotel green.
Green.
Bravo should be all green now.
Copy that, Alpha. Ace report.
Alpha is green, green, green.
Copy that. Alpha, take point. Take us to the next RP. Tango. Bravo, follow in the rear.
Copy that.
Alpha on me, column, moving northwest.
Column northwest. Northwest.
Bravo, follow in the rear.
Bravo collapse on me, column heading northwest.
Bravo on Hughes. Column. Northwest.
Hold. Sure, long halt.
Long halt.
Long haul.
Bravo, watch the rear.
Got east.
We got south by southeast.
Got northeast by north.
Watch your spacing, guys.
Not a lot of clear visibility over here, but whatever.
Sorry, guys.
It's okay. Good job echoing command so far, guys.
northwest.
Bravo, online, pulling northwest, get online with Alpha.
Northwest with Alpha.
Northwest online.
Ackerman and west.
Down. That's one. Not sure how many more there are.
Ackerman, I'm moving up to you.
I got one KIA up here.
Alright.
Bravo, FEL.
Actual, this is Alpha. We are, looks like one black, one yellow, one green.
Gordon, actual's down. Bravo, FTL's down.
Copy.
See where it came from?
Never mind, he's back.
Oh, okay.
I'm back.
Sweet. I was just gonna set people up.
Pull back on me. Face
On you.
east to south.
East to south.
Got east.
Got southeast.
Tree and I just took a bullet in the mouth.
Yeah, don't worry, I wasted it, no problem. Oh, dude, I hate these woods right now. I can't see jack. Alright.
Better than the ACV map, that's all I'm saying.
Awesome. Okay, I got like southeast, east, and
You got south, southwest.
I got a little
Here, I got good eyes over here. Watch northeast, watch east.
I got mostly just down the hill.
Okay.
Set up over here, watch.
Alright. Okay, yeah, that's a much better sightline. Alright, I'd like to reload.
Actual, this is Alpha. Need CLS on my position.
I got you, bud.
Copy that.
Alright, reloading.
AR reloading.
Push up this hill about 10 meters.
Weapon up.
AR's online.
Bravo, hold. Alpha, hold.
That wasn't over the radio show.
No. Alpha, hold position.
Sounded like over the radio to me.
Alpha's holding. We had to move to get better eyes on where that fire came from in case something else sneaks up there.
Copy. I want you to hold where you are, and Bravo wants you moving to Alpha's position, and we'll move out of this RP.
Okay, copy that. Bravo on me, moving northwest.
Bravo on Hughes, northwest.
Alright, Alpha team, take point, and I want you heading to the next RP.
Alpha taking point.
Set up here, Bravo. We're gonna give Alpha some spacing. We're gonna collapse in.
Copy. Set up. Cover Alpha.
In position.
West.
In position.
West.
I'm actually gonna be rear guard.
Bravo, call him on me.
Copy, Gordon.
Call him on
Call him
Hughes.
on you.
Call him on Hughes.
Moving out.
Good spacing. They said yellow on mines, I think.
I think that just means
Hey,
that
Hughes,
Tucker's
we
a
don't
little
have
bit.
Actual Alpha approaching RP Tango.
I got Wolf in front of
Copy.
me.
We're gonna have to keep it a little bit closer than I'd like to, Hughes, because I don't want to lose you guys in the woods.
Stuck in a tree.
Contact left, west.
Bravo, get online with Alpha. Get online with Alpha. Bravo, get online with Alpha.
Reloading, reloading.